G'day, it's Pat again, and before I start on today's subject, I just want to mention that my username PestmanPat is also my business name and has been causing some confusion on my net with my business advertising. So I'm going to be changing my username PestmanPat, and I'm not sure what yet too. Anyone has any suggestions, I'd be happy to hear them. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but it won't be too long. Now, this is an ongoing discussion about two friends of mine on YouTube, and it's about Nephilm Free and Harry Reasoner. They've had a long debate, and they pretty much hate each other's guts, or they have hated each other's guts for some time. And I recently made a video on Harry Reasoner showing the nicer side of him and some of the good qualities that he has, and just a few facts about him that perhaps Nephilm Free didn't know. And anyway, Neph saw that video and he was moved to make a comment. And so I'm going to read you that comment, and I'm going to read you Harry's response. Harry Reasoner: watching Pat's videos humbled me. I realised that I suppose because I've dealt with so many angry atheists out there who often spout hateful things about God and the Bible, or insult me or this or that, it seems to have affected me in ways I should not have let it. I recently dealt with you in an unchristian way, responding to a couple of posts you made, and I want to apologise for that. I should be calmer, less reactive. Christ doesn't want this behaviour from me, thus I'll strive to improve. And I like that comment. I thought that was pretty big of him to, after all the nasty things they've said about each other, to put himself out there and say sorry. I don't think that would have been easy for him. But this is Harry's response. Your apology caps it off and takes the cake. You make what is effectively an excuse, and because of that there's no reason to think it's sincere. It's a self-serving joke typed by a sociopath. You basically apologise to Christ, not me, in the hope of your personal salvation. This is what it's all about, Neff, avoidance of accountability. Your religion provides you the same escape from responsibility that tarot cards, astrology or palmistry provide the spiritual. Well, I think I disagree with a couple of things you said there, mate. It was a bit disappointing, to tell you the truth. Firstly, you say that he apologised to Christ, not you. That's not true. I'll just read back what he said. I recently dealt with you in an unchristian way. I recently dealt with you in an unchristian way, responding to a couple of posts you made. I want to apologise for that. So he was apologising to you. And when he talks about Christ not wanting this behaviour from him, etc., he wasn't apologising to Christ. He was saying he sees Christ as the standard that he should be trying to reach. He sees Christ as the right way to behave, and he accepts that. He accepts that that's the way he should behave, and he wants to behave that way, and he's saying that he's fallen short here, and that's why he's apologising to you, because he knows he did the wrong thing. So that's an apology to you, because he chooses to want to do the right thing, you see. I think you missed the boat, Earl, on this, because this was an opportunity for you to end this dispute. I don't think you'll ever end the argument. You're certainly never going to agree on much, but you could have ended this nasty dispute. I mean, you and I have lots of things we don't agree with, but we don't have this sort of thing going on, and you could have made it a little bit more like that with Neff, and I can't help but think that you possibly want to continue this, and I wonder what your reasons are for that. Could it be that, you know, we all know that you have a deep-seated hatred for all things religious, and Neff is sticking it out there. He's openly religious, sticking it in your face with all this information, and you hate it. So, you know, I can't help but think, if he was an evolutionist, would you be attacking him like this? I don't think so. You know, you still mightn't like some of his qualities, but I don't think you'd openly attack him as much as you have here. because of his religious stand. Just quickly, you talked about me in your video, and you thought that I had asked you, is Neph a prick because he's a flat earther? That was actually a comment in response to a comment by somebody else who had left that comment on your page. It wasn't actually a comment to you, but anyway, you went on to use that in your argument, and you said that some beliefs on their own make the believer a prick, and the Holocaust denier is an example. And I agree that if a Holocaust denier has an agenda and chooses to ignore real facts about people suffering because of that agenda, then that yes, they are less than a model citizen. You also said, quite rightly, which I'm glad you said that Neph is not a prick because of his beliefs. And that's good, I hope you mean that. Now, you went on to say the problem with Neph is not that he has different views, the problem is that he's crazy, unbalanced, dangerous and insane. Now, if you honestly believe that he's crazy, unbalanced, dangerous and insane, then he belongs in a mental institution. Now, if he does belong in a mental institution because he's crazy, unbalanced, dangerous and insane, should you really be making personal attacks on him? If he's not in his right mind, is that right? I mean, would you go to a mental asylum and find somebody that has some crazy, unbalanced, dangerous and insane ideas and attack him, laugh at him, mock him? It's not the right way to go, is it? Now, I think also the point you're making is that he's dangerous in that he might be leading people astray with his alleged crazy ideas. If that's the case, mate, then what you should be doing is attacking his ideas, not him. For instance, the ice on the moon, you could use some scientific facts to debunk his idea, but you don't need to be nasty, sarcastic or cutting to do that. You can be completely, and I've seen you do it, you can do it very well when you want to. You can be completely calm and reasonable in presenting your argument. So, that's just my thought. Now, my experience with Neph is he's been always helpful with me. He's been tolerant of my beliefs. There are a lot of things I don't agree with him. He's a young earther and I'm not, for instance. He's commented on my beliefs and told me he disagrees with them, and it's never turned hostile. It's never turned nasty. It's just we respect each other's beliefs and respect each other's right to have a personal belief. And I think final comment that you said gives me a little insight. You said, I'm fascinated and repulsed by him. Well, the fact that you hate religion and you're fascinated and repulsed by him, maybe that's that's all connected. And I think you should have just used that apology to just back off a little bit, and he would probably have backed off from you as well. Hopefully he's going to do that anyway. I think that some of the videos he's made lately, he's toned it all down quite a bit. I don't like the way that he sometimes he talks in the voice of a little child, mocking evolutionists. He's pretending he's an evolutionist as if evolutionists are a little child. And I've spoken to him about it privately, and I said I think that's the meaning and it's not the right way to present your argument. And he's, to his credit, he didn't shut me down or shout at me or whatever. He admitted that that's not the right way to go, and he's going to try and improve. So give him a chance, and why hate each other if you can avoid it? Anyway, that's all I've got to say, matey. Thanks for listening.